You read the title, you know what we're doing. That's right, tattoos, home slice. What you're gonna need is some isopropyl alcohol, some tattoo needles, some clear gel deodorant, India ink, a gel pen, a pen Sharpie, and some loose leaf paper. First thing is draw out your design. It's gonna be inverted, so make sure it's a mirror image of what you want. And then you're gonna trace over that with a gel pen. I fucked up and used a regular pen, so I had to go over that with a gel pen, but it's fine. Go heavy with the pen so you got as much ink as possible for the transfer. Next step is to get some isopropyl alcohol and wipe down the area just so that it's disinfected and you don't get an infection from this process. And then you're going to use clear gel deodorant on the area, and this is what's going to transfer the ink onto your skin. Next, take your paper and you're just going to flip it over and stick it onto your leg. It's kind of like those old water tattoos that you used to get as a kid, but this is a real tattoo that you're getting as a man with some hairy ass legs. So yeah, make sure to shave the area. And as you can tell, the ink didn't transfer that well, but that's okay. There's enough of it that I can see. And what we're going to do next is trace that with a Sharpie pen. And the regular pen will just disappear once you're wiping it and everything, but the Sharpie will stay on your skin much more better. And this is the main event of tattoo needles. You can use any type of like sewing needle, but these needles, you just get them. They're real cheap. You can get a pack of 100 for like 12 bucks on Amazon. And they're way better than just a sewing needle because they have like 4 prongs at the least. And you can see the numbers that I'm looking at is the size of the needle. So I'm using a 1207. They have 1205s, and these are liners. So these are meant for lines. And you can see the 4 needles that make up the one needle, which means it's going to be thicker than if you use a regular needle. India ink, you can pick up this kind of ink at like Michael's or any art store. And then just transfer it into a clean container. I got a bunch of bottle caps, so that's what I'm using. Alright, now comes the fun part, stabbing yourself repeatedly, and it's just tattooing now. You're supposed to use Vaseline. I don't have any, but the Vaseline will keep the residual ink from sticking to your skin and obscuring the image. So if you have Vaseline, I definitely recommend using it. Just slap it on you after you've drawn out the image. And now it's just tattooing, just stabbing yourself repeatedly. It hurts, it feels like a bee sting, but after a while you get used to it, and it's kind of therapeutic. As you can tell, you're just chewing the fuck out of your skin, and you're gonna need patience with this because you're gonna have to go over the lines at least twice. Right now, I'm just trying to get, a base into my skin because I want to be able to wipe the whole area down without having to worry about the Sharpie disappearing. So I'm just trying to get, kind of dotted lines in, and then I'll go over it more. And as you can see right now, that all those thick lines aren't what the tattoo is going to look like. That's just the extra ink staying on my skin. And if I were to have Vaseline, it wouldn't do that. I'd be able to wipe it up a lot easier. And my knowledge of how tattoos work is basically you stab a little hole into your skin and the ink doesn't directly go in there. It's when you pull out the needle that it creates a vacuum and the ink sitting on top of your skin gets sucked in. So that's why I'm fine with leaving the ink on there for a little bit, just to make sure that it actually absorbs into my skin. And after a while, this does get pretty therapeutic. You stop reacting to the pain as much, and you'll notice that some areas of your skin are way more sensitive than others. And also go at an angle. Oh god. So yeah, that's what it looked like at first. And that's why I'm saying be patient, because that looks fucking atrocious. So now I'm going in with my flat liner. This made everything a lot quicker. This wide flat one, it just covers way more surface than the regular needle, and that's why I'm saying just pick up a pack, because you couldn't get one of these with just a sewing needle. And so now I'm just going over everything again. You'll probably have to go over the lines 2 or 3 times. And then what I ended up doing was kind of like an old ancient technique where you basically, line it up where you want it, and then you just kind of bash the end of the needle into your skin. And it's actually way less painful than just straight up poking your skin, because it's not as taut, so it doesn't feel like it's popping. And I just did this for the rest of it. I did the flat needle, and I did the hammering technique. I did the flat needle for most of it, and then for the especially curved sections, I used a regular needle. And I wiped it down again, and it's fucking donezo. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely sloppy, but So clean it up, put some saran wrap on it. I would saran wrap it for about 2 days, change out the saran on the second day, and then the second day also put some cocoa butter on it, and you're donezo.